Hi guys, I'm Julia. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a makeup tutorial with my Kylie Royal Peach palette. I was super excited to order and receive this palette. I really like the shadows and the look I created, so if you like what you see, then keep on watching. I'm super pumped to use my Kylie palette. Wait, where's the box? I'm gonna try and do like a smoky cut crease with the blue and the purple. I just really want to use the blue, so I tried this out earlier today, so I might have a little bit of orange eyeshadow residue on my lids. I'm gonna start with my Benefit Professional, that's not professional, Benefit Air Patrol, as usual, and prime my eyelids. There's not really like a skin color. I mean, this one is like kind of close, but it's a little too dark to set my lids with. So I'm just gonna use my translucent powder and set my eyeshadow primer. The first thing I'm gonna do is take this color right here, which is called Sandy. I'm gonna take that color on the Kylie brush that came with the palette, and I'm gonna use this as a transition shade. And because this is a cut crease, you want to try to keep as much shadow off of your lid as you can. I am going to go in with concealer and cut the crease anyway, so if you do get eyeshadow on the lid, it's not that big of a deal, but it's easiest if you try to avoid that. Okay, and I'm also going to use that same Kylie brush, and I'm going to dip into the color Crush right here. Yeah, I'm going to dip into the color Crush. I'm going to use this on my crease, and I'm going to put this just a little bit lower than my transition shade, but still above my actual crease. This color is still warm toned, but it pulls a little bit purple, so it'll help to fade the blue into the warm tone transition color better. Okay, I'm gonna pick up this brush because it is a blending brush, but it is more, can you see how it's more pointed? It's more like a dome blending brush. So this brush is going to allow me to put the color directly in one spot while still blending it out. So I'm gonna use this to apply the blue. This shade is called Royal. When I'm applying this blue, I'm going to be very careful as to where I'm putting it, because if I go too high with this blue, it's gonna start to look really muddy. So I zoomed in a little bit more just so that you can see how precise I'm about to be. So I'm going to lightly sweep the color across where the crease will be on my lid with my eyes straight forward. And then I'm going to tilt my head back so I can see. I'm just going to very lightly start to build up the blue right along that crease line. Oh, that blue is so pretty. And I'm not being too careful on the outer edge because I am just going to pull this color to my outer corner. One good trick that I learned from watching Crispy on YouTube is when blending out a cut crease, you want to come in from above so that you can just blend up here and not have to touch your lid at all. Whereas if you were blending from down here, your brush is going to be resting on your lid. So if you come from above while trying to do a cut crease, you're going to be able to blend these shadows out while still avoiding your lid. Okay, now I'm taking my Kylie brush again and I'm dipping back into the shade Crush, which is the red shade that we put down in the crease, and I'm just gonna go in with that above the blue to blend that out. I'm gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer to cut my crease. I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna dip this MAC 195 flat concealer brush into this concealer, and I'm gonna go ahead and carve this crease out. And what I'm gonna do is just follow where I ended my crease color. And I fill it in. So then I'm gonna go one eye at a time just because my eyelids are hooded. So if I relax my eye right now, my concealer will transfer. So before I do that, I'm gonna take some translucent powder on a Morphe M167 and set the concealer that I just did. I'm gonna go back into my Kylie palette and I'm gonna dip back into the blue one more time with that same, actually just kidding. I'm gonna use my pencil brush this time and I'm just going to go along where I put that concealer and deepen up the edge. And I'm also gonna use this pencil brush to intensify here and just kind of blend this. Going back with my Kylie brush and blending again. I'm gonna use my Morphe M167, which is what I used to put that translucent powder down. And I'm gonna dip into this color right here called North Star, I believe. Yeah, North Star. I'm gonna spray this a little bit with some setting spray and then apply it. That's just going to intensify that color and help it stick to the translucent powder. And I'm going to keep this color focused on the center of my lid. And I'm just going to use that same brush and I'm gonna go into the color Seashell, and I'm gonna use this on the inner third of my lid. Okay, so now with the Kylie brush again, I'm gonna dip back into the color Royal, the blue. Put a little bit more of this on the outer corner and blend it more into that purple. I'm gonna use the Kylie brush too to kind of create this V shape with the eyeshadow. Really wing it out and just kind of really finish it off. Then just one last little touch. I'm gonna go in with a super little pencil brush. This is a Morphe E36. And just trace out with the blue that cut crease line. I did my foundation and concealer. I used the same foundation and concealer as I did in my last video, which was the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation and my Tarte Shape Tape concealer. And then I just used my RCMA No Color Powder to set my concealer so that it didn't crease, and my Bare Minerals powder foundation to set my foundation. I'm gonna zoom back in now. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my eyes. So going back into the Kylie palette, I'm gonna take the Kylie brush again and that royal color again. I'm just gonna dust this along my lower lash line, and I'm actually gonna start from where the shadow wings out, just to soften that line right there, and then pull the blue in about halfway. Now I'm gonna switch over to this pencil brush, just a little bit more defined than the Kylie brush, and really just pack that blue on the outer side. Actually, I'm gonna do this 2/3 of the way in. And then I'm gonna take this brush. It came with one of the Naked palettes by Urban Decay, and it's a double-sided brush, and I'm gonna use the smaller flat side. And I'm just gonna take the purple color we used on the lid and run that along right where the blue stops, somewhat mimicking what we did on the top. And then using that same brush, I'm gonna dip into the pink shade, and that's gonna be the main focus right there. And I'm gonna just pull it all the way over to the blue, just to make it blend together nicely. I'm gonna take a nude eyeliner pencil. This one is by ColourPop. And I'm just gonna put this on my waterline to open up my eye. I'm gonna use this pair of falsies from Andrea. They're not my favorite, but they're all I have right now. I'm first gonna apply some Benefit Roller Lash to coat my lashes, just so that they blend in with the falsies. I'm gonna go ahead and just put that right on the bottom too, while we're here. So now I'm going to apply my lashes off camera really quickly. BRB. So I put on my lashes and added a little bit more mascara underneath. These lashes are definitely not my favorite. They have a super like stiff band and they're coming up in like the inner corner here, but gotta do what you gotta do. I don't have any other ones. It's not like I'm going anywhere after this. I'm literally gonna take this off and lay in bed. So it's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna use my Anastasia contour kit first, and I'm gonna contour my face. If I can find the brush I want to use. So to contour, I'm gonna use this color right here on a Morphe Y9. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Here we go. It's a little like dome-ish, fluffy brush. Just start to contour. And just go out from the top of my ear, down toward my mouth. And I like to do it here and then blend upward. I'm not one for like a super harsh line kind of contour. I kind of like to just blend it out. Then I also go in with this brush. It's a Morphe E13 and it's like a flatter blending brush. Flat but fluffy. And I use this to go down the sides of my nose very, very lightly. I like to go down the side straight and then create like a little V shape here. Next, I'm gonna go into my Benefit Cheekathon palette, which is this palette, and I'm gonna use my Hoola bronzer, which is obviously, you could tell which one that is because I use it all the time. I'm just gonna bronze up my skin, and I'm basically just gonna bronze over all of the places that I contoured. This is just gonna add another layer of color to my face and blend out my contour, give more of an overall bronze to the face. And of course my big Sephora fluffy brush to blend all of that in. This brush honestly works magic. My camera's gonna die again, so I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera and let it charge. All right, so I just did my brows off camera, and I also went in with a little bit of highlighter that I'm about to use on my face as well, and highlighted my inner corner and my brow bone. So now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of blush, and I'm just gonna use my Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the color Captivating. I'm just gonna use this and keep the cheeks pretty neutral and toned down because we got a lot going on the eyes. So I'm gonna go in with the highlighter, and this is also what I put on my inner corner and brow bone, and it's of course my Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. A little bit on the nose, a little bit too much on the nose, but that's okay. Then a little bit here, Cupid's bow. Give you a little more of a pout. And last but certainly not least, my lips. I'm going to keep it Kylie, and I'm going to use the Kylie Cosmetic Liquid Lipstick in Exposed.
In spite of everything that I've done, face to face, I just want you to know I never ever leave you alone, never ever leave you alone.
Hit my face with some setting spray real quick. Alright, so there you have it. That completes this Kylie Royal Peach Palette makeup tutorial. I really like this palette. It's definitely like, they're pigmented, but it's a very soft pigment. But they're very, very buildable, so you are able to get a nice intense color. If you're still watching, that means you like this video, so give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one. So I did my foundation and I'm so funny. I'm such a jokester. Hey, to some people this is like, dude, are you even contouring? And I'm like, bro, yeah, I am. Pretty good. These are what I'm gonna have to deal with today. By the middle a little. Oh, bars. Bars for days. But I'm not a rapper. Ladle. Where'd my coffee go? Hi. I will be right back again.